The master of ceremonies' voice was like a rusty knife stabbing into my frayed nerves. Next, let's give a warm round of applause to the bride's mother, Ms. Lily Clark, to bless the newlyweds. I suddenly snapped back to reality. Before me was the familiar wedding scene. A red carpet rolled out from the doorway to the stage, the guests' smiling faces blurring until my eyes stung. This was not a dream. I had truly gone back to my wedding day, to the moment my mother was about to destroy my entire life. Lily Clark was already lifting her skirt as she walked toward the stage, clutching that neatly folded speech in her hand. In my previous life, it was the words on this very paper that nailed me to the pillar of shame. I practically stumbled forward, rushing over to snatch the microphone away before she could grab it. "We can skip this part." My voice trembled but was resolute. "I don't want to hear it." The entire room fell silent instantly. Then whispers surged like a tide throughout the crowd. Sean quickly came to my side, his brows deeply furrowed. "Wendy, what's wrong?" His voice was filled with confusion. "Mom stayed up 2 nights writing more than 2,000 words for today's speech. Don't you think this is a bit too?" Lily Clark's face immediately darkened. She reached to snatch the microphone from my hand, her voice rising. "Wendy Lincoln, what the hell are you doing? I specially prepared this. Who do you think you are? Not letting me speak." I glanced at the paper in her hand. The edges were creased from her tight grip. I could almost imagine the slanders written inside, 1,800 words. All fabricated rumors about me being a sugar baby and having an abortion. I ignored her accusations, raised the microphone once more, and said, "The wedding ceremony ends here. Please enjoy the food and drinks." After saying that, I grabbed Lily Clark's wrist and forcibly pulled her off the stage. She kept struggling behind me, cursing. "Wendy Lincoln, are you out of your mind? I worked so hard to prepare, and you just cancel it like that? Do you know I even got my hair done and bought a new dress just for today?" I shoved her back into the chair at the main table, sneering, "Save your feelings for Vivian Lincoln." Lily Clark suddenly froze. She looked up, a flicker of panic flashing in her eyes, as if it hit a nerve deep inside her. At that moment, the makeup artist hurried over, smiling as she said, "Wendy, it's time to change into your wedding toasting dress. I've prepared a really beautiful headpiece for you." I nodded, then turned to look at Shirley not far away, my best friend and the person I trust most in this world. "Shirley, do me a favor." I grabbed her hand, lowering my voice. "Keep an eye on my mom. Don't let her say anything reckless. If she dares to say anything bad about me, cover her mouth immediately and call me right away." Shirley frowned slightly, then quickly nodded. "Don't worry, with me here, she absolutely won't dare say anything reckless." She had known from a young age that Lily Clark was biased, and she'd also seen how Lily would blindly slander me. Watching her pound her chest as she promised, I felt a slight ease in my heart. Following the makeup artist into the lounge, I sat down in front of the vanity mirror, staring at myself in the reflection. The wedding dress was pure white, the makeup flawless, yet I couldn't help but remember the same day from my past life. Back then, I had happily let Lily Clark take the stage to speak. I thought I'd hear her praise me, hear her express how reluctant she was to let me go. But the moment she spoke, she said, "My daughter dated in middle school, was a mistress in university, and had multiple abortions." It was those words that made Sean divorce me the very next day. They led to me being cyberbullied and fired from my company. In the end, they even caused me to die on a psychiatric hospital bed. The makeup artist was removing my veil and gently said, "Wendy, don't worry. Shirley Scott is watching over your mother's side. Nothing will happen." I forced a weak smile and said nothing. I hope this time, nothing really happens, but fate always seems to enjoy playing tricks on me. Just as I changed into the wedding toasting dress, the door of the lounge was slammed open. Shirley Scott ran in, gasping for breath, her face pale. "Wendy, something's wrong. Your mom, she..." My heart instantly dropped to the bottom of a pit. "Didn't I tell you to keep an eye on her?" My voice trembled a little. Shirley was about to cry. I only exchanged a few words with my high school classmates, but when I turned back, she was gone. I searched everywhere, and just now saw her in the hall. She was already on stage. I didn't even have time to put on my shoes. I ran barefoot toward the hall. The tiles in the corridor were icy cold, but I didn't feel a thing. There was only one thought in my head: stop her, I have to stop her. The moment I burst into the hall, Lily Clark's voice came through loud and clear. She stood in the center of the stage, holding the microphone, wearing a twisted look of glee. My daughter was still in university back then. She got pregnant but was too scared to say anything. With no money for an abortion, she ended up giving birth at a cheap clinic. She's ruthless. After the birth, she made Vivian Lincoln throw the baby into the trash. If I hadn't seen Vivian holding the child out on the street, it'd still be in the dark. "Mom," I screamed as I rushed over, my voice thick with desperation. Lily Clark was startled by me. Nearly dropping the microphone she held, she saw me. Her eyes flashed with panic for a moment before she quickly regained her composure. Yale Sean quickly stepped in front of me, his face flushed red, his whole body trembling. "Wendy Lincoln, don't you owe me an explanation?" The guests around us gathered as well, their eyes filled with curiosity, disdain, and schadenfreude. Those looks pierced me like needles. I remembered the days when I was condemned by everyone in my past life. My throat suddenly tightened, and breathing became difficult. No, I can't make the same mistake again. I took a deep breath, abruptly past Yale Sean, and rushed onto the stage. I snatched the microphone from Lily Clark's hand and shouted, "Mom, is everything you said true? I was a sugar baby during university, and even had a child for him?" Lily Clark was stunned by my outburst, frozen for a long moment before she snapped back, "Wendy, this," before she could finish. I pulled out my cell phone and dialed 110. The moment the call connected, I deliberately raised my voice so everyone nearby could hear. "Hello, officer. I want to report a crime. I suspect I've been drugged. My mom says I was a sugar baby at university and even had a child, but I don't remember any of it. That child might have been kidnapped. Could you help me find the child?" Before I could finish speaking, my cell phone was suddenly snatched away. I turned around and saw it was Vivian Lincoln. Her face was deathly pale, and her hands were trembling. "Sister, are you out of your mind? Why are you calling the police?" I grabbed her arm, my eyes instantly filling with tears. "Vivian, Mom said you knew about this too, right? Do you remember who my sugar daddy was? I'm going to sue him. He must have drugged me. And that child, where did I give birth to him? That cheap clinic has to be in on it with him. You have to testify for me." As I spoke, I yelled, "I'm calling the police. I've been drugged." Vivian Lincoln's face grew paler. She glanced at the people around us and quickly said, "That's not true, sis. Please stop causing a scene. Mom just has a sharp tongue and likes to talk nonsense." After saying that, she turned and glared at Lily Clark. "Mom, you better apologize to sister right now." Lily Clark frowned and reluctantly forced a smile. All right. I was just talking nonsense. Wendy, I was wrong." Her tone was perfunctory, like she was just going through the motions. I immediately pouted, tears falling again. "Vivian, don't lie to me. Mom's attitude clearly shows it's the truth. Let's just call the police and get them to investigate properly." As I spoke, I reached out to snatch the cell phone from Vivian Lincoln's hand. Vivian stepped back, her face darkening as she said to Lily Clark, "Mom, you'd better apologize properly." Only then did Lily drop her dismissive attitude. She stood up, bowed deeply toward me, and deliberately raised her voice. "I'm sorry, Wendy Lincoln. You were never a sugar baby. And you never had a child. It was all lies I made up on purpose. It's my fault for ruining your wedding today. I'll leave now so I won't get in your way." After she finished speaking, she turned and was about to walk out. I immediately stopped her. "Mom, you can't go. This matter isn't settled yet." Lily Clark frowned. "What more do you want? Even if the people here know you're spreading rumors, the internet doesn't." I sniffled and said seriously, "You need to post an apology online, saying you like to talk nonsense and that everything about me was made up by you." I knew she had definitely said a lot of bad things about me behind my back. If I'm going to clear this up, it has to be thorough. Lily Clark's face darkened instantly. "Wendy Lincoln, don't push your luck." Vivian Lincoln also spoke up. "Sis, Mom has already apologized. Don't push her anymore." I didn't. I shook my head, my eyes steady. If she doesn't post it, then that means what she said is true. Then I have no choice but to call the police. Get them to track down that man and find out what really happened. Lily Clark laughed angrily at me. "Go ahead and report. You think I'm scared of you?" This was true. "That guy's named Mike Carter. How long do you think you can keep pretending?" Hearing the name Mike Carter, my heart suddenly skipped a beat. I originally just wanted to force Lily Clark to post a clarification on social media, but I didn't expect her to drop that name. In my previous life, I had never even heard that name. Lily saw me freeze and grew even more smug. "You met him at a bar during your sophomore year. He already had a wife then, gave you $2,000 a month, and you jumped at the chance to sleep with him. I've held my tongue all these years to save your face, and now you still dare to challenge me?" Before she could finish, Vivian suddenly rushed over and clamped her mouth shut. "Mom, stop it. Today is my sister's wedding." Lily Clark shoved Vivian Lincoln away in frustration and said, "Why are you stopping me? She stole your boyfriend and did so many disgraceful things. Why should she be the one marrying Yale Sean? You're the one who should be the star of this wedding." Hearing this, I finally understood. Vivian and I are twins. I was born just 5 minutes before her. But because I look like Dad and she looks like Lily, Lily has always favored her. From childhood till now, the way we were treated has been worlds apart. When we did a wrong thing together, I would get slapped, while she just had to say, "Be more careful next time." We lost money together, and I had to kneel all afternoon, while she was comforted with, "It's okay." After graduating from university, Lily Clark introduced her to nothing but rich and handsome men. But those introduced to me were either delivery drivers or construction workers. Yale Sean was originally introduced to Vivian Lincoln by Lily Clark. His family runs a company. He graduated from a prestigious university himself, and he even started a law firm with friends. Everyone saw him as the perfect match. Lily Clark was dead set on making Vivian Lincoln marry Yale Sean. But Yale Sean fell in love with me at first sight and insisted on marrying me. From that moment on, Lily Clark hated me. She wasn't upset because I was getting married, but because she thought I had stolen Vivian Lincoln's happiness. That's why she wanted to ruin me at the wedding. I looked at Lily Clark with a cold sneer. I don't know Mike Carter, nor do I remember ever being his sugar baby mom. Are you jealous because I married well and made up that name to fool me? The relatives around us started whispering. Speaking of which, Lily Clark has always favored Vivian when we were kids. She always gave Vivian new clothes and made Wendy wear hand-me-downs. I even heard her say before that Wendy can't compare to Vivian, so how could Yale not like Vivian? Maybe it really was Lily spreading rumors. These whispers stabbed at Lily like needles. Her face turned red with anger. She immediately took out her cell phone. "Wendy Lincoln, do you want me to show proof? I'm calling Mike Carter right now to come confront you." Vivian rushed over, trying to stop her. "Mom, don't call." But it was already too late. Lily had already dialed the number and even gave the hotel address. "Mike, the child's been sick lately. Come check." After hanging up, Lily Clark looked at me triumphantly. "Didn't expect that, did you?" "I didn't send that kid to the orphanage. I sent her back to relatives in our hometown. Over all these years, we've kept in touch with Mike Carter." I looked at her with a blank expression. Vivian Lincoln panicked. She grabbed Lily Clark's arm, her voice trembling. "Mom, you have to make him stop. The Sean family is reputable. Don't drag innocent people into this." Lily sighed. "I'm only doing this for your own good. Think of all the suffering you've endured for her and that kid. Yet she stole your boyfriend today. I'm going to make sure everyone sees her true colors." She thought Vivian was worried about me, but she didn't realize Vivian was actually scared. The one connected to Mike Carter was never me, but her. In my previous life, I saw Mike Carter escort Vivian home twice, but at the time, I thought they were just dating normally. After about 10 minutes, a man in a black coat walked into the hall. He strode straight over to Lily Clark, frowned, and asked, "Where's the child?" "Well, talk about the child later." Lily Clark grabbed his arm and pointed at me. "Mike Carter, tell me the truth. Did you ever keep my daughter as a sugar baby? And has she had a few abortions for you?" Mike Carter frowned, his tone a little impatient. "How many years has it been? Why bring this up again? Didn't I already give you the money back then?" Lily Clark grew anxious. "Just tell me if it happened or not." Mike Carter nodded. "It did." Lily immediately looked at me triumphantly, as if she'd won a battle. "Did you hear that? Wendy Lincoln, still pretending?" I looked at Mike Carter calmly and said, "He said it was your daughter, but didn't say which daughter." Mike Carter glanced back at me, studied me for a few seconds, then said without hesitation, "It's you, Wendy." Vivian instantly breathed a sigh of relief, quietly wiping the sweat from her forehead. But I was stunned. How could this be? He clearly should have pointed the finger at Vivian before I could make sense of it. Lily grabbed Mike Carter and Vivian, heading out. "Let's go. Don't waste time here with her." I immediately rushed over to block them. "You can't leave. This matter isn't resolved yet." "Enough." Yale Sean suddenly spoke, his voice full of disappointment. "Wendy, how long are you going to keep embarrassing yourself? This isn't just your wedding, it's the Sean family's reputation. If you still have a conscience, apologize first. I looked up at the people around me. Their eyes were filled with disgust and disdain.